What's up everyone, today I want to talk about one of the best new weapons added in the Elden Ring DLC Shadow of the Erdtree, and it's the Sword of Night katana. Not only is this the most edgy and cool looking weapon you can get your hands on, it has one of the coolest moveset, this dark triple slash. You almost feel like an evil Melania, and to get it, you have to complete the Count Ymir questline, and this progresses the story with the dark warrior standing in that room, who will then trade you the Sword of Night katana. Completing all of this unlocks loads of new sorceries, new weapons, armor, and eventually the Sword of Night katana. We're going to go through all the steps, starting with how to find Count Ymir and start this quest chain. So the quest begins at the Cathedral of Manus, Metyr. If you already have that, then you can just skip ahead, it's all timestamped. If you don't, you get there through Morth Ruins. Now, if you've never been there, you have to come through this castle first. So you have to come through this castle, and then you'll open up the High Road Cross Site of Grace. From here, you just kind of go, you follow the path up and then around, and you'll get to Morth Ruins. And you can see in Morth Ruins, I've put a marker, there's a hole here that you have to jump down. And you just dive in, and I'll show you a speeded up version of this, and you just dart through here. It's pretty much a straight line. You can't really get lost because there's no branching paths or anything, but you just got to follow this route, and then eventually you'll come to a ladder, and this ladder kind of comes up and out of a well. And then you're in Bonny Ruins. So once you're in Bonny Ruins, you activate the Grace, and it's pretty much a straight path. Again, you can't really go wrong once you know where you're going, but it's this straight path. There's a road all the way, and you kind of follow it all the way through these bridges. You go all the way up this visible path here, get the Graces on your way, and then you come to this big lake with the Cathedral of Manus. And right at the back of this cathedral is Count Ymir, and this is the quest giver. So speak to him and he'll give you the whole Leda necklace and a map. And the whole point of this quest is that you go to the place on the map, you blow this big horn, you go back, and he'll give you another map piece. You basically have to blow 3 different horns, so you have to go to 3 different places, and that's the quest. Then when you finish, there's like a big ending piece. So let's get into finding the first location. Okay, so the place we want to start is the Finger Ruins of Rhia. This is the first zone we're going to, and it's quite confusing on how to get here if you've not been around this zone before. So I'll walk you through from the start as easy as we can. Go from the 3-path cross, you cross the Great Bridge, and you get to the castle front. Most people probably have this. And then you want to come down. You want to go through this little darkened valley here, and you come sort of underground. Underground, you want to go around this zone here and through to here. You'll be underground in that big loop. You'll get to the river cave. You come out into the river. Again, you're now at like the base of the ground, and you'll follow the river again underground, and you're under the map now. And then you come out here. That's from the lower zone. And then you come across here, and you get to the Cerulean Coast. From the Cerulean Coast, you follow it down again, and you've got this bridge. It's like 2 broken things that bridge over this thing here. So you follow over this bridge, you follow this path around, and then you get to here. And then you want to go up this thing here and activate the Finger Ruins of Rhia. And then you just walk over. It's just a straight walk, and that's it. And then once you're here, there's this big object here, and you just go over to it. You don't use any items, you just press the interact button, and you blow the horn. And that completes the quest. You get a reward, and then you have to go back to Ymir to progress the quest. And one thing I would suggest, I'm not sure how important this is, but I did it, so I would suggest it, is every time you get back here, talk to this knight on the right. Their dialogue changes a little bit every time you progress the story, and that is the person who we get the Sword of Night from. So I would talk to them every time just to exhaust any dialogue they have. And anyway, then go talk to Ymir, finish that part of the first map part, and you receive a trinket that increases cast speed, which is fantastic, and he will unlock new spells in his shop, so you can buy some new sorceries now. And you'll also get the second map piece, so we can now start traveling to the second place and progressing this quest. And to get to the second zone, we actually do need to solve a little puzzle, and to do that we need an emote. So if you go to Bonny Village, which we've already unlocked, and then go up to this marker here, we need to go and get the Oh Mother emote. So go and get that. You can just literally just go in a straight line from the Bonny Village, hop the big gap, keep heading north, and you'll find this statue with its arms spread out. And when you find this big statue with its arms spread out, you just click on that and you'll learn the emote. I already have it on this character, so it's not here for me. But yeah, it'll be right here. You just click it and that's your emote. And you have to use that to solve a puzzle on the route to this second piece. And this second piece is in the north of the map, and it is a long trip. So I'm going to try and explain this as fast as possible while still giving you a rough guide of where to go. But it's a long trip, so be ready for it. So the simple thing is you start at the Church District High Road, you make your way up here to the Church District entrance, and then you make your way through this whole zone to get to here, the Shadowkeep Back Gate. From the Shadowkeep Back Gate, you use the secret emote to open a door here. The Oh Mother emote, you get to the Hinterlands, and then you come all the way across, all the way through here, and it's pretty much a straight run all the way down to the Finger Ruins of Dheo. And that's it. That's how you get to map piece 2. However, this whole zone here is really confusing and complicated, so I'm going to talk through that in more detail. Okay, so here's the full route from the Castle District High Road. You follow this path up here through this tunnel, and you'll get to the Castle District entrance Site of Grace. Obviously, slow this down if you need a bit more time on it, but it's fairly straightforward. You just need to know where you're going. You follow this route up here onto the railing, and then you follow across the building. Take out this guy here, and behind him we want to be jumping onto like a rafter, like a long thing upwards. You can see it here on the left. Climb this upwards onto the next roof, and there's a hole. You want to jump down into the hole in the roof anywhere you want really, but once you jump into the roof, you'll be on these like crossing panels, and from there you can drop down to the base ground. And this place is pretty simple. There's not really like loads and loads of different routes. There's a few items you can pick up, but generally you just clear this area. You just go through this area, and you'll come through like an outsidey area. You'll come into like an exit into the outside, like you can see this path on the water, and that comes to an elevator. You follow the elevator up, and then you'll be on like the ceiling of this whole area, this whole zone. You'll kind of be on the roof of this whole area. So follow it through, get the next site of grace, and from here we're looking for a ladder. Just come straight here. There's this ladder. This ladder goes all the way up to the higher floors, like the top floors. Once you're on these floors, what you're looking for is an exit outside, and this is really easy to miss. So you want to come through here, go right, and it's on your right there. I just went past it. It's there here. So go outside. This takes you on an outside path back inside to the next site of grace. Right in front of you there's an elevator. You climb this, and then you're on like the rafters. You're on like the panels above the ceiling. Here's the path here. You just follow it all the way around. You can go up this ladder, and then what we're looking for is we're looking for a zone outside again, and just follow this route exactly. You can go around here, and you go to like this gear. There's like a gear you can drop down onto. You can drop onto this gear here. Obviously there's the bats as well to worry about. Get onto this gear. You can then drop down onto this next area, and then drop down again into this zone. Then there's an exit. You come out into the exit and onto the elevator. That's it. Now, hopefully this isn't too fast, isn't too slow. Hopefully you can follow this, but this is the path. This is the entire route from start to finish. It's pretty confusing. It's pretty easy to miss certain things like the door, the gate, the elevator, but that's the route. And then once you're here, it's really easy. You turn right and you go into this little section. Straight ahead of you is a boss, by the way, but you don't need to do that. You just turn right, you come into here, you can grab this fragment, and then you use the emote we went and got, the Oh Mother emote. Use that in front of this big statue here, and it will open the secret exit. This is the secret exit to the northeast zone. And yeah, once you open this, you'll come outside, there'll be a site of grace, and then it's pretty much a straight path. You can't really go wrong here. It's a straight path. There are a few tree sentinels on the way, a few harder enemies, but it's a straight road. You just come out, cross the bridge, and straight down into the ruins. And it's the same thing again. Once you get here, you just blow the horn, interact with the thing, blow the horn, and you get another talisman, and then you go back and speak to Count Ymir again. And again, while we're here, make sure we talk to this person again, just to progress any dialogue, keep their story going on, keep their quest moving along, and then go talk to Count Ymir. And doing this unlocks some more spells and gets you the third map piece. And if you look at the map, you'll notice the map is of the Cathedral. So that's where we're going, the Cathedral. So what you want to do is you want to go to a different site of grace away from here and then teleport back here. And you'll notice that Count Ymir is gone from the throne. So come back, talk to the knight on the right, and then come touch the throne. Touching the throne will reveal a secret passage. This quest is honestly really cool. I was really surprised at how interesting this was and how many secrets there were. Really, really cool quest. And then as you come down under the throne, you'll be invaded by the knight Anna. Now, I'm not sure if you messed up by not talking to them or not progressing their quest if they don't appear, but they did for me, which is why I'm kind of stressing. Make sure you talk to them every time. This fight felt okay, really. They're quite fast and they've got throwables, but generally it's fine. So yeah, make sure you defeat those and you'll get their weapons, the Claws of Night. These are really cool. They're a dex scaling weapon, so awesome. And then keep pressing on and you're not ready for what's next. Yeah, so you blow the horn and that's like the third part of the quest complete, and that teleports you to a zone and you have a boss fight. So get ready. For whatever the hell this was, this weird mother of fingers, this creature made up of hands and legs and fingers, and it's weird, it's bizarre, and it's really, really fun. Good luck. It's a pretty hard fight, I'd say, but it's nothing like the main bosses. I don't really have any tips. I came here with a new weapons, tried out, and it felt okay, really. You can get away from their attacks fairly okay. I tried to stay under them, and that was fine, really. Watch out for this thing, this big... Yeah, that's going to get you. But yeah, once you beat the boss, you're done. Okay, then teleport back into the cathedral and come up to the throne. As you come to the throne, you'll get this. What have you done? And you'll get invaded again. You get invaded again, but this time they've got the Sword of Night, the elusive Sword of Night, the weapon we want. Okay, so beat them here, and this is a harder fight. The Sword of Night is definitely a little spicier than the claws, so defeat them. Head back to the throne and you'll see Count Ymir spawn in. And the best advice I can give you for him is go crazy. Just unleash all your damage at the start. He starts summoning these stupid little hands and he doesn't do anything while he's summoning them. So while he's doing that, just go crazy. Just unleash everything you've got on him, your specials. If you're a Comet Azure, whatever you've got, just unleash on him. because he does have some good attacks if you don't destroy him fast. Yeah, so the best thing for him is just pressure. Just pressure him, then he can't cast, he can't summon. Just get on him and pressure him. And then once you beat him, you get all of the rewards. You get the bell, so you can buy his spells elsewhere, so don't worry if you miss those. You get his full gear set, and you get his material staff, which is awesome. So if you're a wizard, if you're an int build, that's some good items for you. You've got the spells, the weapons, everything. And now there's only one thing left. For us as non-int players that just did a massive sorcery quest line, what do we get? We get the Sword of Night. So now we just got to finish the quest line of the person we've been talking to that's in the black armor. And to do that, we go down from Morth Ruins to the Morth Highway South. And we're looking for an item. We basically come here, the Fort of Reprimand, and you want to be going down this chute here on the left. Pick up these items and you're looking for this big person to fight here. This is the person here. You want to fight them and they drop an item. They drop the Iris of Oculation. So yeah, teleport back to the cathedral and you'll see them sat against the same place, kind of defeated. And then you can hand them the Iris and they will hand over the Sword of Night. Probably one of the coolest, edgiest, and just visually enjoyable swords to use. I think this is hands down one of my favorite weapons in the DLC. I'm going to be using it all the way to the end, I think. It's just so much fun. But yeah, that's it. That's everything. I hope this is enough. I hope I've explained this well enough. This could have easily been like a 45-minute video if I'd have gone into tons of details. So I tried to keep it as short and concise, but detailed. If you have any other questions, please let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to answer. If you have anything you think I've missed, also let people know if there's anything important that you think's missing. Let other people know, but that's it from me. I'm going to be covering a ton of Elden Ring DLC guides. So if you want to see more of those in this format, consider subscribing to the channel. But that's it from me. Take care, everyone. And I'll catch you in the next one.